Do you want to come on the PCT? I think you do. I think you do. Oh, big shit. Oh, big shit. I want to take you too. I do. Yes, I think you could fit right in this bag. Well, my friends, we have finally made it. This is my Pacific Crest Trail 2023 gear list. Finally here. So if you've watched any of my other videos, or if you know me, you'll know that I am the most indecisive person in the world. So getting this gear list together was pretty stressful, not gonna lie. It was very overwhelming, but I'm pretty pleased now with everything. It's not just as light as I would like, but it is what it is. I trust this gear. I'm really happy with it. So yeah, we'll get stuck in. Here we go. Okay, so number one, what everything is gonna be carried in. This is my trusty Osprey Eja 58 litres. Oops, I live right beside the airport, so you might hear a few planes going by. So this is a 58 litre backpack, but I have decided to take the lid off, or the brain, to save a few grams, and yeah, I think it's enough space without it. So I've tested this out quite a lot of times now. I'm really pleased with it. It's not ultralight, it's not super ultralight, but I'm really happy with it. It's comfortable, so that's gonna be the one. And I have also bought a water bottle carrier, finally, from I'll flash up the name. It's this guy that hand makes them on Etsy, and I really flippin' recommend it. I absolutely love this thing. So that's coming with me. And also, just for novelty purposes, I have also got a little mini compass and thermometer. I just like to know what temperature it is, so I think that's pretty cool. It only weighs a few grams, so pleased with that. Okay, next on the big three, drum roll. I finally decided which tent to take, and I am sticking with the old faithful MSR Hubba NX1. I love this tent with passion, as you'll know from my previous videos. It's just so reliable. I feel really safe in it. Yes, it's not super ultralight, but I'm really pleased with it, so that's coming with me. Also a note, I'm not going to be taking all these, what do you call them, little sacks. I'll be leaving those behind, but for demonstration purposes I have kept them on. So yeah, so that is going to be my tent, and I'm also taking a mixture of tent pegs, the MSR ones that came with it, and also some Groundhog minis. For a ground sheet, I'll be bringing a Tyvek ground sheet, which somehow I can't seem to find it. It is in my room somewhere. And because I am the most indecisive person in the world, and it would be nice to have the option to switch my tent to a lighter one, a very nice trail angel has offered to hold one of my tents in San Diego, so the other one, the ultralight trekkable tent, to give me the option, if I decide that it is too heavy, that I can switch. This is the Lightway Illusion Solo tent. It is a brilliant tent. I do love it. It is just a lot smaller, and of course the issues with the single skin tent come with that, which is why I'm not taking it as my first choice tent, but I will have it on backup. So thank you, Trail Angel Ghost, for offering to hold that. That's amazing peace of mind for me. And next in my big three is my absolute favorite thing in the world. This is my Enlightened Equipment Enigma 10 Fahrenheit wide quilt, and I absolutely love this thing. It's just, I've got it in my pump sack at the minute because it is drizzling a little bit. Yeah, I absolutely love this thing. I have never been warm camping before until I got this, and I've used it in below freezing temperatures, and I've stayed really warm in it. It's the first time I've used a quilt as well, so I was quite stubborn to change from a sleeping bag, but I'm so glad I took the advice and changed to a quilt, so love it. And to go with the quilt, I have been using this pretty cheap, it's like fake silk liner. I absolutely love this thing. I actually bought it because it matches the color of my tent, and it is super, super light. It's actually lighter than some silk liners I've seen out there, and it wasn't expensive, so I thought I would give it a go. And I just really like having a liner to use in my quilt, especially if it's a wee bit nippier, and it also just keeps it a bit cleaner as well, so I love this thing. Okay, and next in my sleep system is my Thermarest NeoAir Xlight Women's. This has an R value, I think, of about 5.4. It's super warm, it's super comfy. I absolutely adore this thing. I've had many nights on it now, and it's been very reliable and very comfortable, so sticking with that. Ooh, and I nearly forgot to mention, this is my little pillow. This is a Sea to Summit Aeros Ultralight Regular. Also love this thing. It's obviously not as comfy as a normal pillow, but for the weight, it does the job. Okay, so moving on to my kitchen, we have, I absolutely love this thing. Switching to voiceover because of the barking dog. This is my MSR Titan 850ml pot. This thing is super light, and I've used it a load of times, and I absolutely love it. And to go with that, I'll also have a lighter and a wee tiny mini sponge. There it is, little tiny sponge. Sorry Mom, I cut this off your big sponge. And for my stove, I am using the BRS stove. This thing is so good, and it is so light. It is like minuscule, and that just screws, oops, that just screws on to this, and I love it. It's so wee. I will also be taking a Huel container with a little shaker ball thingy-majiggery bob. I do use Huel's savory foods and their shakes, their protein shakes and meal replacement shakes. I've used them loads of times on hikes, and I absolutely love using them. So that's why this is coming along. It's also super light as well, so it's just really handy. I love it. For my water system, I will be using the Sawyer regular. This is actually the Sawyer mini. I've ordered the Sawyer regular to arrive at the first place I'm staying in San Diego, so this is just a little placeholder for now. And my water carrying system, I'm gonna have two 1.5 litre bottles either side, which I'm gonna get one in there. And I'll also have the one on my shoulder strap, which is 750ml. Then my Cnoc, however it's pronounced, that is 2 litres that I'll be using to filter. And then I will also take a couple of the Sawyer bags just as spares, so I will have capacity of around 7 litres, so yeah, I'm hoping that's enough. Okay, and for my food bag, I'm going to be using this dry bag. It's about 15 litres. It's a super light bag. I've used it a good few times, so that's what I'm going to put my food in. And then I also have this waterproof oak sack, I think you call it. It's way bigger than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be about that size. It's actually nearly the size of my backpack. It's probably too big, but yeah, that's supposed to deter rodents and bears. And for my cutlery, I'll also be using a little plastic spork that is here somewhere. I got it out and I can't find it. Okay, so moving on to clothes, I'm going to go through my layering system. So I will wear this top, which is pretty hideous, but it's really light and dries super fast. So that's what's going to be on my top half. Then I have a Rab, whatchamacallit? Actually, I can't remember what you call it. Rab Pulse sun hoodie. So this is to protect me from the sun, and it's also just an extra layer as well if it gets nippy. Then on top of that, this is my base layer. It is a Northridge, I think you call it, merino base layer. Love this thing. I've had this for ages, and it works pretty well. Then my mid layer, this is new to me, the label is still on it, but I am so excited. This is the Omm Core Plus hoodie. Apparently this has some sort of Primaloft technology, and it's supposed to keep you super warm, and it is so light. It is crazy light. I can't believe how light this is, and I have tried it on and it feels super cozy. Also has a hood, so yeah, so that's new to me. Yeah, I should say a lot of these changes I made was because when I decided to take the heavier tent, I looked elsewhere and then upgraded a lot of gear to make taking the heavier tent seem not as bad. So that was one of those big changes. Then on top of that, my puffy down jacket is just a Forclaz Decathlon one. This is like highly recommended on loads of people's blogs and YouTube channels as being an amazing low cost down coat, and yeah, I'm really pleased with it so far. Yeah, so loving that. Also, this is a bit of a placeholder because I am waiting on a Patagonia Houdini wind jacket to arrive. I'm a big fan of wind jackets. This is my current one that's starting to fold a bit, so yeah, that's going to be getting replaced for the trail. And I know a lot of people say just wear your raincoat, but like, I live in these things. I love my wind jacket, and you know, I don't want to be wearing my Gore-Tex jacket every day and risk it getting worn away at the straps, and then, you know, maybe not working when I actually need to rely on it. So yeah, so wind jacket, Patagonia Houdini. Okay, on my bottom half, I hope that I can get away with wearing shorts. Nothing fancy here. These are from Primark. These cost me a few pounds. Super light, dry really quick. Love them. And when it does get a bit colder, just these lightweight Decathlon leggings. Okay, socks. So I will be walking in a combination of Injinji toe socks and also my Darn Tough socks as well. That combo works really well for me. I'll also have a spare pair of hiking socks. These are just cheap Decathlon ones. And yeah, I've decided, because of the state of the trail at the minute with all the snow and everything, I have got some sealskin waterproof socks. Yeah, I wasn't gonna get these until the Sierras, but I just thought I might as well start with them because it's looking super soggy out there. Then I will bring a few pairs of underwear, and instead of a sports bra, I just wear a bikini. Does the job for me. And I will also be wearing this buff, which I really like. I bought it and I've been wanting to wear it, but I've been keeping it nice for the trail, so love it. Okay, and on my head, I'll be sleeping in this, it's actually an indoor carding balaclava. Like a ninja. I really like to sleep in this because it goes over your face and it's really cozy. And then I put my new hat that I'm not so sure of. Honestly, I don't really like how this hat looks, but ooh, there's a wee plane going by. It's all go today here. Yeah, I'm not so fussed. Just arrived yesterday. It's a mountain equipment one, but for the sake of grams, I think I'm gonna stick with it. You can tell me in the comments what you think about this hat. Okay, and for sleep clothes, I will be wearing, these are like tiny, just little long john bottoms. I'll be wearing them underneath my absolute favorite thing, my nature hike down trousers. Now these, of course, they are a wee bit heavy. They're light for what they are, but you know, yeah, they are a wee bit heavy, but I swear by them. These are a game changer for me because I am a very cold sleeper and my favorite thing in the world. Also, like, can we all just take a moment to appreciate the name of this brand? This is, yeah, these are my Sundick down booties and I absolutely love them. These are a game changer for me because I get really cold feet. I love them. It takes a lot of self-control for me not to want to wear these every single day while I'm working. Absolutely love it. Okay, and for my gloves, this is an interesting one. These are new to me. These were recommended by Julia at Adventure Geek. You should definitely check out her channel, it's really good. Yeah, so these are Reynolds silver infused gloves, because I do get, you know, where your hands go yellow and all, and it's not very nice. So I've been trying these out and I really like them. They're super light and they work just like a liner. And then over the top of that, I just have some fleece gloves. So I'll pair them up like that. And then, okay, you're gonna laugh at me, but I've decided for my waterproof over gloves that I'm gonna go with just washing up gloves. This actually works really well, believe it or not, and they're light and they are like 100% waterproof. So yeah, I'm gonna go with those. And speaking of waterproofs, I'm really excited about this. These are two new additions to my kit. This is my Ronhill mountain equipment Gore-Tex jacket. This thing is super light, and I got it on sale at such a good price. I've tested it out and it has not let me down. I really love this thing. It was hard for me to peel myself away from my poncho, as you all know. I love a good poncho, but the weight savings were massive, and yeah, this just seems like it's gonna be more reliable. It's more waterproof. So, and this is brand new for me. I haven't had a chance to test these out yet, but these are the Omm Halo waterproof overtrousers. I cannot believe how light these are, and they're supposed to be super waterproof, windproof. I generally always hike in waterproof overtrousers, just for wind protection and to keep you a bit warmer, but my ones were over double the weight of this, and even they were light, so that just says how light this is. I love these so much so far, at least from what I can tell. I haven't tested them out yet, so, but yeah, they fold away to nothing. There's like a wee tiny little like pocket that they fold into, and they like roll down to like nothing. So absolutely love the look of these. Can't wait to try them on trail. Oh, and there's my spork. That's the one I'm taking. And as you'll see, this is my bag that I will use for my clothes. So I also use this pretty much for everything I want to keep dry. My quilt shoves in here, and then everything else, and then it's just a roll top. So yeah, basically all my stuff I want to keep dry goes in here, and then I line my bag with a Nile Flume bag liner as well. So that's what I do for that. Okay, another thing on my head, I'm just probably going to take this stinking old hat. Does the job. Yeah, I'd quite like to maybe pick up one as a souvenir out there, so because this is so old. Yeah, I probably won't mind ditching this and hopefully getting a cool one out there. And yeah, on my feet as well. Oh, these are my new Ultraloon Peak 6s. I'm really excited about these. Flip me, my old ones really are nearly done, I think, so I'm going to be starting in a new pair. These are a half size up, as Kim recommended, because apparently my feet are going to either grow or swell because of everything I'm going to put them through. So I absolutely love these, and I have also got lock laces on them. I've tested these out on my last pair and I really love them. I just love not having to tie laces when you're putting them on and off every day, so can't wait to wear these. And paired with these, I'm going to be taking the Dirty Girl Gaiters. Got these in Australia actually, and yeah, flip me, these are so good when it's sandy or when there's little rocks, so love them.
I'm just switching to voiceover here because the neighbour's dog will not stop barking. So I will also be taking this Decathlon bum bag, or fanny pack, I think as it's called in America. And I love this thing. This is where I'm going to keep my sunglasses, and I'll probably also carry my GoPro in here.
This is one of my favourite things I've ever bought. You're going to think this sounds disgusting, but I swear my nose runs faster than Usain Bolt when I am walking. I don't know what it is, it just does. So yeah, I go through so many tissues. So I tried out this, it's just a little glass cleaner for your sunglasses, but I actually bought it to use as a tissue that I can use and then wash, and I swear to flip, this is the best £1 I've ever spent in my life. I love this thing. Okay, and speaking of bodily fluids, onto my poop kit. This is very exciting. I will be taking, like everyone else, the Juice of Spades trial. Juice of Spades trial. There is probably still some dirt on this from the last time it was used, but this thing is super light and it is great. It does what it does what it says on the tin. And I am also trying out, okay, you're going to think I'm a full-on stinker, but this is a portable bidet. I swear, I've heard so many hikers singing the praises of this and saying that it is a game changer. So basically, stick on the end of a bottle, obviously not the same bottle that you drink from, and yeah, just clean your bum. You just squeeze it and it just sprays out water. Yeah, so that's what that is. So I'm going to try it out and see how I go with that. Yeah, always good to have a clean bum on trail. I will also be using a circular cloth. This is like basically the same as a cooler cloth, and yeah, if you don't know what that is, It is an antimicrobial silver infused little cloth that you pat yourself down with after you do a pee. So this, I swear, is one of the best things I've ever bought. It is just so good. Because if you think that's disgusting, like imagine having to carry out toilet paper for like maybe week-long sections, and you do have to take your toilet paper out. At least that's what I'll be doing, leave no trace and all that. On to my toiletries. So, oh, and in that, yeah, also I will have, this is my little first aid kit, just full of lots of different things. I will also have a little repair kit full of like different tapes and bits and bobs, and yeah, there's also, where is it? Yeah, emergency matches and a tick remover and all that malarkey. And my toiletries, just the usual: toothpaste, sun creams, wet wipes, menstrual cup, and yeah, lip balms, and yeah, a bit of moisturizer. Yeah, just the usual bits and bobs. Ooh, a little hairbrush. Love this little hairbrush. Look at it, it's so tiny. And it folds up and it's got a little mirror on it. So yeah, I really like this. A little bit of string. Yeah, just the usuals really. I'll have more details on my lighter pack list if you are interested. And just while it's here, I'll also bring in a mosquito net. It's like a head net thing for when the mosquitoes get bad. There's also a little sewing kit in there as well, I forgot to mention. And also, of course, hand sanitizer, which is really handy. I keep that in my hip pocket. Okay, on to my electronics. Okay, so this is controversial, and yeah, I've had a lot of people telling me not to bring it, but it is coming. I love this thing. I have used this solar panel on quite a few trips, and yes, I know what you're thinking, that I'd be better off getting a Core power bank and just using that instead. But I tell you what, I have, on a good day, I can charge my power bank from 0 to 100 in like one day of it, you know, being on my backpack. So to me, like, it is worth the grams, because if I wasn't taking this solar panel, I would be bringing a bigger and heavier power bank. I'd also be bringing more GoPro batteries, and yeah, I'd also be bringing like a fast charger thing, and they weigh a lot. So for me, it's worth the wait. If I need to drop some grams and I feel like it's not worthwhile, then I'll send it on somewhere. So, but I'm sticking with that for now. I will also have the Garmin In Reach Mini. Thank you to my friend who is lending it. My Forclaz little head torch. Love this thing. Actually was not that expensive, but it is, I've had it for a while now and I love it. It's USB rechargeable. Extra GoPro battery, some cables, earphones, and also, this is new to me, this is an SD card reader for transferring photos and videos onto my phone for editing. And this is my little mini tripod, which is cool because it goes up like that. I really like this thing. And I will also have my GoPro Hero 9, which I am filming on, so you can't see that. Some SD cards, and I will also be wearing this Decathlon watch, just simple watch, handy because it's got an alarm on it and a timer. Yeah, so also my power bank, it's actually plugged into my solar panel. It is the Anker 10,000 milliamp, if that's the right word, one. Does a job. Okay, for my trekking poles, I will be taking the Faizan Compact, apparently the world's lightest trekking poles. For some reason I don't believe that. I just really like them. They are actually really light, and yeah, I like them. They're red, they match my tent, very important. Okay, I've got a wee list here of things that aren't here that I will be getting, like my ice axe. I will be taking the Camp Corsa ice axe, but I'm going to be getting that on the other side, so that's not here. My Kahula micro spikes, I have also ordered a Gossamer Gear 1/8 pad. It's a super light sleeping pad. It helps protect your air mattress, gives you extra warmth, and it's just a handy like sit pad for during the day, yoga mat, everything. Apparently they're amazing. And I also plan on bringing some ribbon, some light coloured ribbon, for like example, if I have to go off trail to use the nature's bathroom, then you know, if I feel like I'm going to get lost, I can sort of tie it in a tree and then be able to find my way back, and then obviously take them back off the tree. So I think that is everything. I feel pretty pleased with everything I'm taking. I'm sure it's going to change a lot while I'm out there, but that's what I'm taking for now. And yeah, I suppose I'll end on saying that to everyone else of class of 2023, I want to wish everyone the best of luck. It's going to be an amazing year. I think we're going to be a tough bunch, because if we're still going for it after the current conditions, then I think we're a pretty tough bunch. So yeah, I'm wishing everyone good luck, and I can't wait to meet everyone out there. And thank you already to all the trail angels I've spoken to that have been super helpful and supportive. I'd also like to end with a quote that I'm currently cleaning out the photos of my phone in a minute, so I stumbled across this and it just feels really relevant. So the quote is, "There is no glory in climbing a mountain if all you want to do is get to the top. It's experiencing the climb itself in all its moments of revelation, heartbreak and fatigue that has to be the goal." I just think that's really important to remember. Not so much climbing the mountain, but the trail itself, just to remember to enjoy all the bits in between Mexico and Canada. And like, yes, it's so good to have that goal of getting there, but just to, I suppose, just enjoy the ride, the ups and downs, and yeah. So this is probably the last time that you're going to hear from me on this side. Next time you hear from me, I'm probably going to be, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm going to be at the border, going north. So yes, so thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll be back soon with more videos. Woo!